Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about my 5 favorite high-end blush formulas that I think are totally worth your money. So these are blushes that stay on your skin all day long. They have great pigmentation. They're just all around great blushes. So if you're interested to know what they are, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. First, I want to start out with what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and that is from this Becca palette. This is the Blush with Light palette, and this was a limited edition palette, but the blush that is in here that I'm wearing today is still available. I am wearing Songbird, which is this middle shade, and this one is available in a single pan. And I just love Becca blushes. The one thing I will say is that they are super pigmented. So if you do get one, just be sure to go in with a light hand and really, really softly go over your skin because they're so pigmented that you can definitely end up looking a little crazy. So just go in with a soft hand and you'll be fine. But these stay on all day long. I think they look so beautiful on the skin. They blend out gorgeously, and I just am obsessed with everything that Becca makes, basically, and I love their packaging of their single pans. I wish I had one of them in front of me. I have their highlighters and their bronzer, but I don't have a blush, a single one at least. So anyway, I highly recommend them. I will link it down below, as well as everything else that I mentioned today. I will link everything down below. The next formula I want to talk about is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush. I've talked about this about a million times on my channel, so I'm sure this is nothing new for you guys. This is in the shade Doll Face. This is actually my second one of this shade, which is crazy to go through an entire blush. I shouldn't say that because I have another one that's majorly hit pan, but this is just such a really pretty pink shade. This will give your cheeks that natural flushed look, and I just love this. It's not too pigmented, so unlike the Becca one, you don't have to be as careful with this one. It's not gonna ever make you look crazy. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it on my skin, which I personally like when you swatch blushes and you can't really see them, because you don't want to have like clown cheeks. You want it to look natural, and this is a formula that definitely does that for you. Next up is another one I've talked about a bazillion times, and that's the Too Faced Love Flesh Blush. This is in the shade Baby Love, and this is the one that I was just talking about. I've hit major pan on this. This is a really good, like, everyday kind of a blush. It's super, super pretty, and it's just like a peachy brown shade that just looks so natural and just like you're a little bit sun-kissed. So this shade I'm obsessed with. I also have it in the shade Love Hangover, and I have not gotten as much use out of this shade. This one is much more pigmented, and I don't like this one as my skin tone as much as I like Baby Love, but I do still wear this one on occasion, and the formula is just amazing. Also, I really love the heart packaging. I think that it's so, so cute. All right, this next one is the most expensive one. It's from Marc Jacobs. It's the Airblush in the shade 504 Kink and Kisses, and I just love this formula. First of all, I really like that you kind of get 2 different shades out of it, and then you can mix it together. So if you do want to travel with this palette, it will give you kind of 3 different looks if you want. I generally just mix them all together, and I think it's just the most pretty everyday. Let me get a better swatch. It's just like the prettiest everyday flush color. I wear this all the time. I cannot get enough of it, and it's a really big pan, so you do get quite a bit of product even though it is pretty pricey. This comes in a ton of shades as well, and I just really like that you kind of get to mix it up and wear different shades all in one blush. My only complaint about this is that when it sits in my drawer, if I sit it this way, the button gets pushed so it gets opened. But even when I sit it this way, it's like if something hits against it or something, it opens. So 9 times out of 10, I have to close this randomly in my drawer even though I haven't used it. So I'm not the biggest fan of the packaging and how it's not secure to stay closed, because I do feel like just having like the air and contaminants in it all the time are gonna make it expire faster than if it stayed closed. But other than that, I love this. I think this blush is really worth your money if you're looking to splurge on a blush and just have kind of like a luxury blush in your collection. Also, I did do a full video on this. If you want to watch it, I will link it up here and also down below so you can see me apply it and everything like that. The video is kind of old, so don't judge me on it, but it's there. All right, last but not least is the Laura Geller blush and Brighten. This is in the shade Boysenberry. I actually don't think that this shade is available anymore, but I love that it's kind of a marbled blush, and this one is like a little bit, okay, let's be real, almost all of these blushes are kind of the same. This is it right here, and I just think, again, like all of the blushes that I like are very like nice and natural colors that would be your skin if it was actually flushed, and this is exactly that for me. But they have so many good shades of this, so I want to try this in another shade because I just cannot get enough of it, and I just think that this formula goes on so beautifully. And a lot of baked products, I've noticed after a while it almost looks like it kind of like gels over, and when you put your brush in it you can't get any product. It kind of like creates a coat over it. This has not done that at all. I have no issue getting product out of it, so I highly recommend checking this out. I feel like this product is not talked about at all, so if you haven't tried it, definitely try it out. Alrighty guys, those are all 5 of my favorite high-end blush formulas. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite blush formula is. I'm definitely interested to know. Maybe I can try it out if I haven't tried it before. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.